Okay guys, so I get some questions once in a while about replacement engines for RC10 GTs, and I just got a question from a guy, Cranky Old Guy on YouTube. I haven't checked at his channel, I don't know if he has any content or not, but he left a comment asking about this SH18 engine that's in my GT at the moment. And I think I paid only about $77 for it or something like that. I have another one right here. This is just the only difference between this one and that one is this has a black head. But other than that, they're the same. Just note that if you have an older GT like this one, that the crankshaft has to be short. Like that. This is a Dynamite 12S. They're discontinued. They're actually made by SH. It's the same company. Also note how this has a rotary type carburetor on it, and the SH18 comes with a slide type carburetor. This truck is actually set up, if I can get it off there, with a slide carburetor, as you can see, like that. That's how that one's set up. And the crankshaft was cut. I did it myself. You don't really need to have any special tools. You can use a Dremel with a cutoff disc. Just be careful. And you can go on eBay, or if you have your factory clutch assembly on there, what you can do is take your old motor out and compare it shaft to shaft to see how short your old one is. And then you can just trim it to the according size, because if you leave this shaft too long with an old GT, all this stuff won't work. Your clutch ball will be way over here. Nothing will work. That's why this engine is actually designed for an RC10 GT. This engine was actually in this RC10 GT. And obviously you can see the difference in the crankshaft, how short this one is. This one, like I said, it came in this truck when I got it. It was run without an air cleaner, beaten it to death, and I rebuilt it completely. So, but there's some other engines out there. Sorry if I sound a bit funny, getting a bit sick here, unfortunately. But there's some other engines out there you can get. The SH18, if you want to convert to slide, you can. You can use any small block carburetor. You can even use one off a 12. It'll work to convert it to rotary. The Traxxas Pro 15 engine is a... well, you guys have seen it in some of my other videos. They're a great engine too. The only thing that you gotta watch it is there is a short crank and a long crank version. And you'll obviously notice it because the short crank model, the crankshaft looks like that. Not like that. And they do come with a rotary style carburetor. But there's also a small bore carburetor and a large bore. If you do order the Pro 15, make sure it's for a T-Max or a Rustler, not a Nitro Sport, because if it has the Nitro Sport carburetor on it, it's the smallest, lowest performing carburetor they have. If you don't want to use that carburetor and you say have like a SH branded engine like this, Dynamite, or whatever you got, you can just take this small block carburetor off and put it on your Pro 15 and it will perform really nicely. There is also the Force FC15 engine, which I don't have on hand right now, but it has a short crank. It'll drop right in, but it's a slide carburetor, so you can once again change the carburetors around if you want. They're not expensive either. I think they're only, I paid $55 Canadian for me, so, or for mine. So hang on a second, sorry about that. But so those are some of the engines. There's also the, they're not too bad. I mean, I see some people that really hate them, but they're not that bad at all, as the Vertex engines. They had the Vertex 16 or VX16 and VX18 engines. Those engines are actually, for how cheap they are, they actually do perform quite well. But once again, you do have to modify the crankshaft, but they are a rotary carburetor, so they will work with an old GT. And yeah, so there's just a few engines. You guys can look that up. So the Traxxas Pro 15 for a T-Max or a Rustler, the SH18, it doesn't matter what color cylinder head. Just know that the carburetors are sometimes different. Some come with a slide, some come with a rotary. Just look around on eBay. You know, sometimes you can find some pretty good shit for, you know, a good deal. Try to kind of avoid used engines. Reason being is because you get the old, oh, it's only had 3 or 4 tanks, or the engine's completely shot, it's been cleaned up, and they sell you a piece of junk. So yeah, but anyways, so, and yes, I know I need to replace my air cleaner. It's currently disgusting outside, and I'm pretty sure I won't be running this truck until, well, probably until the springtime, so when it clears up out there. But anyways, guys, there's just a few motors in my old GT. Anyhow, rock on, take it easy, have fun out there. Get your old GTs going, they're fun.